Honorable members, tragic accidents at unmanned railway crossings have for years been a subject of discussion in our country. This subject has also been raised many times in the parliament. In 2014, unmanned crossings in the country numbered 8,300. My government undertook a mission to eliminate unmanned railway crossings, which have now almost been done with away. Our citizens have to frequently deal with natural calamity of one kind or the other. Every year there are floods in some districts and drought in some others. My government is fully focused on the management of natural disasters, and the financial assistance has been more than doubled so that relief work can be performed with full capacity, be it the cyclonic storms in southern states or the floods in eastern India. My government has exhibited promptness and sensitivity in relief and rehabilitation works. Honorable members, mindful to the prevalence of injustice and deprivation in the society, my government has been working towards reforming the legal system so as to ensure social and economic justice. The Citizenship Amendment Bill will help in the securing of Indian citizenship by those victims who were prosecuted and were compelled to seek refuge in India. These people cannot be blamed since they were victims of circumstances. My government has made a provision for capital punishment in case of heinous crimes like rape of minors. In many states, capital punishment has been awarded after expeditiously completing the hearing, which has sent out a strong message to persons with such perverted thinking, with a view to liberate our Muslim daughters from a life of fear and anxiety, and to provide them with equal right to lead their lives at par with other daughters. My government is striving hard to get the triple talaq bill passed by the parliament. Similarly, grant of constitutional status to the other backward classes commission demonstrates my government's commitment towards social justice. A historic decision has been taken in the last winter session of parliament to pass the 103rd amendment to the constitution to extend the benefit of reservation to the poor belonging to the general category. This is an effort to provide justice and equal opportunity to those poor young men and women who felt left out because of poverty. To ensure that this new dispensation has no impact on the existing reservation, the number of seats in educational institutions are being increased proportionately. Honorable members, youth are the greatest strength of our nation. India has the largest number of young people in the world, and the policy decisions of my government have been inspired by the aspirations and dreams of the young Indians of 21st century, keeping in mind the desire of the youth to be self-reliant. The Kausal Vikas Abhiyan was launched. Under this Abhiyan, in the last 4 years, on an average, 1 crore youth have been trained every year in different skills. In the coming days, more than 15,000 ITIs, more than 10,000 Kausal Vikas Kendras, and more than 600 Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Kendras will play a critical role in developing the skill set of the country's youth. under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which facilitates credit for professional and business requirements. Loans worth more than rupees 7 lakh crore have been disbursed to the youth without any guarantee. More than 15 crore people have benefited, and over 4 crore 26 lakh first time borrowers have started their business under this scheme. Under Startup India and Stand Up India, my government has provided financial assistance to make the youth self reliant. As a result, in the world of startups, India now figures as a frontline country. The government has linked creation of jobs with tax incentives under Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana. Under this scheme, when a young person gets a new job, the EPS and EPF contribution of 12% payable by the employer is being paid by the government for the last 3 years. More than 1 crore youth have already benefited from this scheme. Honorable members, every parent aspires for a good education for their sons and daughters so that they can succeed in life. Government is establishing new educational institutions to provide increased opportunities for professional education of the highest standard. 7 IITs, 7 IIMs, 14 IITs, 1 NIT, and 4 NIDs are being established. It has been decided to enhance the amount of scholarship and fellowship by more than 25% to encourage research activities in the country. In addition, efforts are being made to further strengthen the foundation of the education system by opening 103 Kendriya Vidyalayas, Eklavya Model Avasya Vidyalaya in all talukas having a majority tribal population, and 62 new Navodaya Vidyalayas. To improve the standard of education, government is following a multi-dimensional approach to secure the future of the country. It is imperative that children will still studying in schools get full opportunity to transform their flight of imagination into concrete reality. The government is setting up more than 5,000 adult tinkering labs for taking ideas to innovation. With changing times and evolving technology, methods and processes of employment and business are also changing. My government is constantly working to ensure the preparedness of youth of our country for such changes. My government is making efforts to identify talented sportspersons from different corners of this country under the youth centric Khelo India program. Transparency in selection process has boosted the morale of our sportspersons. The result is reflected in the number of medals won by us at national and international levels. Honorable members, our daughters are making remarkable contribution in every field today and have brought laurels to the country. It is for the first time since independence that the policies and programs of the government have created numerous new opportunities for enterprise for women and led to their empowerment and economic mainstreaming. Under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, the maximum benefit has been availed by women. Out of the 15 crore Mudra loans provided so far throughout the country, 73% have been disbursed to women entrepreneurs.